Well done on the appointment to all the other coaches. I really look forward to working with you guys this year. Most importantly, I look forward to working with the players. So, as Manny said, a quick presentation. We've been here for a little bit. I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but I just want to give you a little bit of a snapshot about what it's about for me and hopefully for you guys this year. So, a little bit about my coaching style. I like to develop. I like to educate and teach, okay? And to do that, I need you guys to be on board with that. I like to challenge the players, and I like the players to challenge the coaches. I'll challenge the other coaches will challenge me. That's how we all get better. Not one person knows it all, particularly in the game of footy. So we all work together, we challenge each other, we do it in a respectful way, and that's how we get better as a group. Finally, empowerment, player ownership. You can have the greatest game plan, the greatest ideas, you can be the best coach in the world. But if the players aren't on your side, you've got no hope. So the players have to be the drivers of it. That's where success comes from, okay? So it's going to be a lot of work on driving it through the players. You guys drive the standards we want to set this year. Leaders' involvement, development and policing of standards and behaviours in which they want to live by. Culture. Everyone who stood up here tonight has spoken about the culture, okay? Again, we all drive it. Not one person drives culture, it's everybody. And we need everybody buying into that and living by the correct behaviours inside the four walls of our footy club. And if we've got that, we'll be a strong footy club, not just this year, but for many years to come. All right? And I reckon we're in a pretty good place with that as we stand right now. Input into all areas of the club, the training programs. So as I mentioned before, taking some drills, all right, to freeing up some coaches to do some one-on-one stuff with players. Getting feedback in regards to how the training program's going. What do we think in game day? And even on game day, getting feedback. So you're buying. And obviously social functions. We know how that important is to local footy. Real quick snapshot on some game plan. Won't go into much detail here, but just some really basic stuff. We all know three states of the game. It hasn't changed in over 100 years. We either have it, the opposition have it, or it's in dispute, or it's stoppage, okay? They're the only three phases of footy. So at stoppages, we're going to be organised, we're going to be balanced. We will have structure around those stoppages because we'll create 70-30 contests. I don't believe in 50-50 footy, okay? We'll do what we've got to do to get the odds in our favour to win every single contest we're involved in. Defence. We want to win the ball back. We will play press principles, okay? So it'll be team defence and it'll start in our forward 50. We want the game played in our half of the ground. So if we've got good pressure in our forward half, our backs get a rest, maybe they don't come off the ground in rotations as much as other guys because they can get a rest with the ball in our forward 50 and we're going to deny the opposition the corridor. They're not going to be able to use the corridor against us. That's what we'll cover. Offence, obviously that's when we have it. It's all about ball movement. We want to be aggressive. And as I was speaking to the other coaches a bit earlier tonight, I reckon when it comes to offence, that's when you let players just play the game a little bit. That's where the freedom comes into it. Because if you're playing senior footy, you're at a level where you're good enough. So you've got some special skill set. So we won't be overcoaching you when it comes to ball in hand. Because you're good enough to go out there and make the right decisions. But we want to be aggressive with our ball movement, but we will not overcoach that. All three areas involve the whole team, okay? Again, it's all about the team, not one individual, not two individuals. We need all 22 players contributing, playing their role, and that's how we have success. So a little bit about the how. We went through the stoppage structure. If we got that right, it gives us the opportunity to get first possession and clearances. We get clearances, we get the game played in our half, and that gives us field position. We get field possession, we can press up behind the ball, okay? We lock the ball in there, and that's how we'll score. Finally, just from me, a little bit about my ambitions, but also some of the other people in the footy department. We want to develop individuals in the team to have success, so player development. We want to see you players get better, okay? Whether it's Holty, who's achieved a heck of a lot in his footy career, I'm sure he'll agree there's some things that he can still get better at. So we want to try and help Holty get better. And it could be some of you under-19 players. We really want to help you guys because you're the future going forward. We need you blokes stepping up into senior footy and putting pressure on the more senior players at this club. We want to develop people around us, so the other coaches, support staff, all the footy staff. If we can help each other out, that's how we get better, okay? We want to develop people. And finally, as an individual, I want to develop my own skill sets to become a better coach and a better manager, all right? And that is pretty much it from me. Again, thanks for your time. You've sat through a little bit. I really appreciate the attention, and I really look forward to getting stuck into it in a few weeks. Thank you.